What's up, guys? Pypo here, bringing you a video today. We're doing some Blood Maul Slag Mines Heroic Mode on my Disc Priest. I have been recently doing a lot of PvP, PvP, sorry, PvE. It's actually pretty late for me, guys. Sorry if I stuttered a little bit ago with mishap. Had a pretty weak day today. Something, oh, Jesus Christ. I have kicked up the old Bessie of PC that I'm currently using here. And I haven't fiddled with my settings in a long time. This is the first time I've turned on fraps. And as you can see, I just dropped the fuck out of all my frames. How can I not hold all these frames? So basically what I want to talk to you guys about today is a few things. Starting off with the most important, which is I've started a PvE guild. Now, a lot of you guys have been going to say, what the fuck, Pips? What are you doing, Pips? Now, it's an Australian time-based PvP guild on Frostmourne. I have to keep correcting myself with that PvE every time. And basically what's going to be happening is I'm going to be using most of my spare time to raid and gear up PvE wise, because I talk about it a lot of my other videos, how much I miss it and how much I wanted to get into it and stuff like that. And finally I've convinced myself, and with the help of Suki, have basically convinced myself to start this guild with her, and we're gonna get this shit rolling. And it's really fucking awesome, to be honest. So far, we haven't even done any raids. We've just been like kind of doing heroics together, and that's how I've been marketing it in like trade chat. It's just been fucking like, hey, what's up? Fucking come check it out, blah blah blah. No one's gonna be online right now. We got 3 people online right now, but we have a lot of 100s already. This is just people wanting to raid with us. And I think after New Year's, we're gonna start doing some tryouts and stuff like that. Find out who's the best DPS, who's gonna tank first, that sort of thing. But I wanted to make a video about it just in case there happens to be some subscribers. Wow, my brain is mush. I think I had a stroke or some shit. I had a pretty big day. I'll talk about it in a second. But basically, I just wanted to ask you guys what's up, and if you're on Frosty, you want to do some PvEing, if you just want to sit in the guild and chill out and talk some shit in G chat, you're more than welcome to join. Whisper me in game. It is Leona. As you can see right here, it's fucking Leona, the female Belf Priest. Another thing you guys would probably be mad at me about. I've had a female for like forever. I don't think I've ever had a max level female, to be honest. And it used to be a level 100 panda. So yeah, I'm super glad it got changed. Pandas are not cool, and I got a name change and a race change for Christmas off Suki, so very grateful for that, because good lord. But yeah, that's all I need to say, guys, is that little spiel about the guild, and if you want to join, whisper me in game. The guild name is Autumnal. I can't even say it. I can't speak today for some reason. But basically this is what happened. I'm back at my place. You can probably tell from the cam and the different setup that I got going on right now. I'm back at my place for a little bit now, just before New Year's. And basically what's happened is I needed to catch a train. It's been a while since I used public transport too. Like, it's been a long time since I used public transport. So I was like, man, it'll be fine. And like, there's apps and shit now. Like, there's apps for fucking everything. I got feared here, awesome. There's apps for literally everything in the fucking world. So I thought I'd be absolutely fine. Just like freaking check some train times, see what's going on. And train times to me said fucking, you're sweet, pretty much. That's what it said. I was like, alright, I'm fucking sweet. Went to the train station to get on my train at like this specific time. And it turns out that the train wasn't actually going to be there ever. Because apparently on Sundays, they do maintenance. And man, I fucking am stupid as fuck. I didn't realize for like 9 years that they were doing maintenance. Like, I literally do mean like 9 years. I stood around for ages, like, waiting until I finally realized, man, my train's not coming. Like, I need to go sort this shit out. Because I have the app, and I'm checking the app while I'm at the train station. Like, this motherfucker's like, it's ran by the city rail and stuff. Maybe it's gotta be right? And it's absolutely not correct. I've just pulled straight up fucking mobs. Not good. Gonna need to get some mana before we do the boss fight. Jesus Christ. All these pulls are crazy. So yeah, anyway, what this is leading into is the worst kind of like bus ride or public transport experience I've ever had. I've had some pretty shitty public transport experiences, but I think the worst one I've had is definitely going to be this story, which is I had to catch a bus. Now the bus I caught, man, my frames are dropping, guys. I'm sorry immediately for this vid. I don't know, I need to fiddle with my settings and shit. I'm doing a lot of stuff right now on my PC. I'm updating a lot of things. It looks like it's fucking my frames horribly. My frames are dropping to as low as 18 and 6. I'm at 9 frames. Jesus nutsacks, my frames have gone to absolute. I'm gonna try and get through this story, and I might end the vid soon, because actually maybe there's something I can fucking fix here. Let me just do some fiddly diddly for you guys. 1 sec. Please don't pull boss. I'm trying to fucking fix my frames, guys. I actually had a guy in Blood Mall Slag Mines once have his frames drop to 20, and he said his PC was absolutely fine. So I don't know what the fuck. I know it might be a problem with Blood Mall, and I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'm having. I have just had a weird pop-up. I honestly don't know what's going on, but my frames have just gotten better. Something popped up on my screen, I closed it, and my frames have just gotten a solid 60. I don't know what that was a weird technical difficulty fucking right there, guys. Sorry. Back to the story. So basically, I was on a bus, and I had to get from one spot to another. It doesn't matter where the fuck you're going. All that matters is that this bus is, like, in the place of trains. So naturally, a train's supposed to hold, what, a fuck ton of people? And not only that, it's a train going towards the city, because I have to, from where Suki's is, I have to go from her place towards the city to then get back out of the city. It's this really weird way to get around it. But it's just the way it works. So I'm going towards the city with all these other people on this fucking bus, and there's like, what is the legal limit that you can have on a bus? Like, what is that? Because personally, I think we exceeded that motherfucking limit. Because we went so many people on that bus. It was ridiculous amount of people on that bus. I had, luckily enough, got on, like, immediately. I kind of actually pushed in the way. Like, you're supposed to wait in line and shit like that. But I just showed up and was like, is this bus going where I need to go? And some chick standing there in, like, a yellow vest. And it's like, yeah, it's going there. I'm like, alright. And I just got on. I didn't realize there was a fucking line there. Got on the bus and just sat the fuck down. And then immediately some dude gets on and sits next to me. And then, like, the bus fills up so much that, like, I'm sitting on the window seat, right? I'm so glad I got a window seat, because I'm sitting on the window seat, and the fucking dude next to me has a person so pushed up against him that they're almost sitting in my lap. Like, from across of, like, another person. Not someone he knew. That's not like a friend that's like, hey, I'll sit in your lap. I'm not even joking, by the way. There's so many people packed on this fucking bus that they're all packed the fuck in, like, on top of each other, piling in on just 2 seats, and they're, like, all the way down the thing. I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. So the guy next to me is, like, squished up against me with this other dude, like, kind of on top of him. And then I'm, like, sitting there like that. And the bus stops at a spot, like, right before the train station, I'm guessing, because a bunch of people got off. And I think they fucked up, because they got off when they weren't meant to, and then got back on, and it was, like, a lot of fucking goofing going on. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? And basically, one thing led to another. They have to get back on the bus, which fucked around for years. Finally got to the actual train stop, and then naturally, I'm on a window seat, so I'm not getting out for like 7. Like, it is like when you see those movies, those weird movies with those clown cars that take like 18 years for a clown, for like 17 clowns to get out of this tiny car. It was literally like that, but with a bus. Like, there was so many people, and I had to wait on the bus. I'm not even joking. Maybe like 5 to 10 minutes just to get off. Like, the bus is stopped and people are getting off. I'd just stand there and wait 5 to 10 minutes to get off the bus, which then led to me missing my fucking train. And after I missed my train, I had to catch a later train, and then because of course I'm going to the middle of nowhere where I live, I had to fucking catch a train that like was like 2 hours later, which is just fucking rough. You know, like, a lot of times you think like, it's not that bad. Like, when you're playing video games and stuff, 2 hours seems to fly by like super fast. But imagine like just sitting down doing nothing for 2 hours, man. And the fucked up part is, all I did today was, you know, sit down. I got onto a bus, I got onto a train, I got onto another train, I sat down in between trains, I got to lift up my mother when I got here, and I sat down in a car, fucking, and then it's like, man, I did a lot of sitting down, got home, sat back down again, because I was tired for some reason from all the sitting, and then it's like, what? I don't understand where the fucking issue is here, where sitting for some reason causes all this fucking, like, this, I'm drained as fucking dicks. I'm so drained. It's absolutely ridiculous. I need to go fucking bed after this. And of course it's 4 a.m. I mean, like, I did all this, like, not even recently. I did this at, like, 6 p.m. And now it's 4 a.m. the next day. And for some reason I'm not in bed yet. It's fucking, I goof. I goof a lot. I mean, I get into stuff sometimes. When I get into stuff, there's no stopping me. You know what I mean? I recently started farming scraps. Where's my scraps? I'm started farming my iron horde scraps for the transmog. If you guys were unaware of the war mill, I think is what it's called. The war mill in your garrison that you can put in has specifically transmoggable cosmetic items that you can buy with scraps. And I've been trying to farm some scraps though because I want to get the transmog on my priest. And fuck me if those scraps don't have the worst drop chance I've ever seen in a fucking video game. Like, it is ridiculous how I can go and farm Horde. It's basically like Iron Horde. Any orcs you see have a chance of dropping these scraps. And I think any mob in a dungeon has a chance. Because I've gotten shit off like any mob in a dungeon before. But the chance of it dropping is possibly -17. I don't understand where the line's drawn. Because it's fucking rough. I pulled and pulled and pulled. And it's like, I farmed actual like level 94 orcs for probably about 30 minutes. And I made about maybe 15. And I need probably like 500-ish to get the full set. So it's going to take me a long fucking time to actually farm it if I farm it. I might end up just not farming it, just like waiting to accumulate it. Just waiting to accumulate it naturally. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do about that. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you guys are thinking about fucking, if there's any good farm spots. I've just been farming whatever, like in Talador orcs and shit like that. You know that orc encampment down there where there's a fucking bonus objectives usually? I go down there and just farm up some shit and try and get some shit done. Because there's, you're not going to fucking run into any, like, any alliance or any like people just farming you or PvPing. Because I like on my priest, I try to avoid PvP because I'm a healer. You know what I mean? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna heal someone to death? It's not gonna happen. Good lord. But yeah, I'm gonna end the video there, guys. I'm tired as fuck. I'm actually end this a little bit early. Let me know what you guys think of this kind of like PvE video though. This is kind of like a test run for me because if you guys like this, I do a lot of these. I do a lot of heroic runs. I'm gearing up a lot of people in my guild. Soon we'll be doing raids and stuff like that. And I don't mind recording it and talking over them like I do usually at BG. So let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day with you guys. I'll see you in the next video. See you guys.